Welcome back, strangers. What would happen if our reality is an illusion, and we are programs living inside a computer simulation? In the movie The Matrix, artificial intelligences, known as the machines, created a simulated virtual reality based on society at the turn of the 21st century, known as the Matrix, to keep the minds of humanity under their control. The character Neo encounters a glitch inside the Matrix when he experiences deja vu after watching the same black cat walk past him twice. Deja vu in the Matrix is caused by a glitch that occurs when the machines change something inside the simulation. If our reality is a simulation like the one presented in the Matrix, then it makes many wonder if we experience similar glitches in our simulated reality, like the ones presented in the film. These glitches can be like deja vu, precognition, or premonition, where a person perceives something that breaks the laws of physics or rules of our reality. There's a whole subreddit on Reddit dedicated to eyewitness stories that cannot be explained with critical thinking, called r Glitch in the Matrix, along with lots of different Ask Reddit threads where thousands of people have shared their reality-shattering experiences. My favorite Glitch in the Matrix story from Reddit is I Think I Called Myself by user Crowhorse. According to his post, it happened in early 2000 when I was working in a juvenile detention center in a small town in Oklahoma as a corrections officer. I was working nights at the time and went to work at 9 p.m. This one night when I arrived for work, my supervisor looked confused and asked me what I was doing there. I said I worked tonight, and he said, "But they said you called in a few hours ago, saying that you were sick." I was a bit confused and said, "It must have been someone else and they got the message wrong." After everyone else showed up for work, it was a little strange, but we carried on as usual and assigned everyone their places for the night. I went to work in the control room where I usually work. The control room is the center of the prison that has direct control over the cameras, doors, phones, and everything. After I relieved the guard on duty and settled in for the night, I looked at the message that said I called in. It said that I called in at 6:50 and I had gotten sick while out cleaning up after the storm. There had been a storm the night before. It was a bit bad, but not anything I actually had to go out and clean up for, so it was truly strange. My supervisor came into the control room about that time, and he was a friend of mine outside of work. We started talking about how odd it was. I decided to call my wife at home and tell her about it while I was still sitting there. I picked up the phone and dialed. After 2 rings, a man answered the phone with a raspy voice that said, "Hello?" I did not know what to say after a few seconds. I looked at the phone to make sure I had dialed the right number, and I had. After a few seconds, the person said, "Hello?" again, in the same raspy voice. I said, "Hello, who is this?" "This is Taylor. Who's this?" the person said. My head started spinning because my name is also Taylor. I almost screamed, "Where's Ann?" He said, "Ann's in bed. Who's this?" I dropped the phone and told my supervisor to ring me out. I had to go home and I took off towards the door. I could hear Dave pick up the phone behind me and say hello, followed soon after by "What the fuck?" rather loudly. I ran out to my car and I drove home faster than the legal limit. My mind was racing the entire time. I busted through the door and my wife was sitting watching TV and was shocked to see me home. I asked her who was there and she said no one was there. No one had been there. After a rather long talk with my wife, I went to call the prison to tell them what was going on, but the phone line was dead. I went back to work and when I came in, Dave was acting super strange and asked me, "How the hell are you doing this?" He told me that when I left, he picked up the phone and the person on the other end sounded like me. He kind of freaked out and hung up the phone. A minute later, as he could see my car leaving the parking lot, I had called back from home, and when I asked what the fuck was going on, he said that I was a bit irate. I said I was sick and did not feel like playing games. I was telling him to stop prank calling me and hung up. After convincing him I had no idea what was going on, we went back to work. Later I found out the phone lines in my area had been knocked down the night before after the storm. This is absolutely the strangest thing that's ever happened to me. Thanks for watching, strangers. Let us know in the comments below if you have ever experienced a glitch in the Matrix. Be sure to check out our top 5 facts you didn't know about the movie The Matrix on our second channel, Stay Strange. We also have another glitch in the Matrix story on our Patreon for those in the Kinda Strange tier and above. We appreciate every like, comment, and subscriber. You guys are amazing, and we wouldn't be able to do this without you. And as always, Stay strange.